In this video, I am going to be talking about how our music video uses, develops and challenges forms and conventions of real media products. Our music video shows a strong theme of drinking and male band behaviour and how that influences their lifestyle, particularly through the use of scenes where they are seen lying in bed. This links to the lyrics "sleep all day", as it could infer that they are perhaps hungover from the night before and are having to sleep it off. At the beginning of the music video, the lyrics "What am I doing here?" are played whilst the lead artist is lying in bed looking confused and disorientated. This could imply that he is confused and unsure of where he may be once he's woken up. The blurred effect, which was edited in at this point, could also represent his foggy or blurred mind from the night before due to the effects of consuming alcohol. In the music video, we wanted to show the representation of how males often used to behave and the effects of alcohol. We tried to illustrate this through the use of graphic match during the lyrics "spending money on". This was in order to finish the sentence and add more effect, as further along in the song, the sentence is finished with "spending money on beer". Therefore, we have changed the water in his hand to a can of beer just at that point in order to finish the sentence using visual language rather than lyrics. The time-lapse which we produced during the instrumental represents the day passing by quickly whilst they are sleeping until it's night time again. It could also support Bart's semiotics and show that his life is passing by so quickly because all he does is sleep, and when he is awake he is drinking, possibly meaning that he doesn't remember most of it. The use of the close-up of the train doors closing could perhaps symbolise him feeling trapped in the constant circle of drinking and going out. This also supports Bart's semiotics. The facial expressions of the band members throughout the performance scenes within the music video indicate that they are enjoying themselves and are dancing around having fun. This could be a representation of how ska artists usually are, and that they are happy about performing as it's something they take pride in. It could also be decoded as the band members being drunk whilst performing their music, which supports Stuart Hall's theory of encoding and decoding. The lyrics "I don't work 'cause I don't have to", whilst they are walking through the streets and looking at markets, could signify that he doesn't know what to do with his free time. Hence, he's always drinking. The lyrics could altogether represent the life of the singer or the main artist, and perhaps it is his way of expressing his feelings. The close-up of the instruments during the second instrumental represents the performance within the music video and the way that the band feel about music and play their instruments. It adds different elements of the music to the music video rather than just having close-up and mid-shots of them as a band. The lyrics "Girls are slags" represents the male opinion on females, which may have been the usual attitudes towards women at the time that ska was introduced. This challenges Gauntlet's theory of masculinity in crisis, as in our music video it comes across that the males see females as sex symbols and they often approach females, especially when drinking. The band members are seen skanking during the performance scenes, which adds more fun to the music video and allows the audience to get to know the personalities of the band members a little more. When the girl slaps the man, it could represent that he has said something rude, and that he could perhaps be drunk and trying to flirt with her. This could infer that he is lonely and only has the courage to speak to women when he is under the influence of alcohol. Furthermore, the visuals of Camden, the graffiti could link to the lyrics "I'm a parasite, I creep about at night", as they are hanging around in a tunnel at night whilst drinking alcohol. It could also imply that they took part in the graffiti. When the lead artist is seen staggering at the end of the music video, it implies that he is drunk and leaning on the railing for support. This could link to the lyrics about him being a parasite, as he is almost crawling due to being too drunk and barely able to stand. We tried to use Goodwin's rules in order to illustrate a link between the lyrics and visuals so that our music video was more successful and so that the audience were able to easily understand the song and its lyrics. We decided to use the song "Nightclub" by the Specials as we felt that the ska genre was quite unrecognised nowadays and that the song could have been used in lots of different creative ways. We were able to experiment a lot more with the editing and mise-en-scene as it was a performance music video and required lots of jump cuts, panning, overlaying and more in order to represent all of the band members. There are elements of the music video where we have edited the video clips so that they fit in with the music in order to make it more interesting for the audience. This technique is also seen in the majority of real music videos. There are other parts of the music video where the visuals aren't as upbeat as the music, which challenges some other real media. We did this in order to create different effects so that the lyrics and visuals both fit with the music. The artist in our music video has been represented in a specific way as being outgoing, funny and possibly slightly creepy. The semiotics of this are shown in the way he skanks or dances and messes around whilst drinking. Our record label, which can be found on our blog, relates to the ska genre. It is called Skanking Bass Records, and the theme is black and white with the two-tone man. We use these features as they are seen on the majority of record labels within the ska genre, and it allows the audience to notice a ska album. The artist within our music video links to other ska artists. However, we have tried to give him his own persona. Similar artists are seen in music videos by The Specials and Madness, along with similar beats. We used a variety of locations for our music video, such as Camden, London, Guildford, and we also tried to film in Brighton. Camden was the location which best suited the ska genre, with the local markets, graffiti tunnels and independent record shops. It gave us the right mise-en-scene for the setting of our video. In our school in Guildford, we used a room with a plain white wall which allowed us to work with it and create many different effects. It worked well for filming and editing the music video. We wanted to make the music video simple but effective by not using too much editing but still using overlaying and black and white effects in order to make it more interesting. Overlaying is a popular effect which is quite often used in real music videos throughout most genres. We used a strong variety of shots, few of which were panning and tracking shots, as well as close-up and long shots. This enabled us to have more shots which we could work with and helped us to make our video as creative as possible. When in the room with the white background, we placed white umbrellas behind the lights so that we could control the brightness and decide whether we wanted the scene to look as though it was during the day or at night. It also allowed us to ensure that the quality of our shots was better and that they didn't have dots from the lights being too bright or misplaced. Whilst filming in Camden, we found that the lighting was very good. The lighting from the market stalls and the lamps were perfect for getting the right footage and for trying to make the setting look slightly aged and fit in with the ska genre. We tried hard to get consistent lighting throughout our music video, however this occasionally proved difficult and we had to try and think of solutions. The clothing worn by the band members throughout the music video consisted of black trousers and white shirts, or black and white suits. This enabled us to fit in with the rest of the music video, and the scruffy outfits suited the ska genre perfectly. Black and white suits are commonly used in ska music videos and was worn by the Specials in all of their music videos, along with hats. The suits and scruffy clothing added effect to the music video and it worked well with the white background, which was used for all of the band scenes. I researched a lot into the outfits used in ska music videos, particularly using Google Images and by watching the music videos themselves on YouTube. It was time-consuming, however it was beneficial in creating the right mise-en-scene for our video. There were minimal outfit changes. This was due to us having a small budget, but also because not many outfit changes are seen in ska music videos. This could have been because ska music wasn't as popular or wasn't based on the music video but more on the actual music itself. It could have also been due to the fact that the genre of the music videos is performance and not spectacle. We researched many digipack covers such as the Specials and Madness albums. We used elements from the albums such as the black and white effect, checkered borders and the two-tone man. The two-tone man is a Photoshop picture of a man which is used by Two Tone Records, the record label of the Specials. We found that the black and white was more effective and represents the genre well. The two-tone man acts as the artist in a split cover where on one side he is seen sleeping during the day and on the other he is drinking at night, showing the contrast between both scenes and possibly supporting Levi-Strauss's theory of binary opposites as it is switched. The text is in a simple font and signifies the ska genre. I created the back cover which consisted of the Photoshop two-tone man sleeping and dreaming. The dream bubble above his head contained the names of all of the songs within the album Sleep All Day. All of the covers had similar fonts in order to try and make them all fit together well and make it look as professional as possible. We used the codes and conventions of black and white consistently throughout all of our media products, as we felt that it suited our genre well and it was simple and effective in doing so. The magazine also follows the consistency with the black and white effect. The magazine advert contains pictures of the band members on a photo reel of sorts, all looking towards the lead artist who may be most recognisable to the audience. We followed the conventions of a magazine advert and used little text so that we wouldn't overcrowd the page. We also included the date of release, picture of the album, and places that the album could be bought, so that the audience knew what to expect. To create the magazine advert, we researched other magazine adverts within the ska genre and used the checkered border and two-tone man, which are always used by the specials.